It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and we've got the Giants. Rocket Arm quarterback. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Giants and the Eagles, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America. Out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. Leading. Airing it out to start this drive. That's to his running back, Devin Singletary. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Finds his target, Robinson. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. The Giants and their quarterback. Pass play on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long. The Giants ready for that. To throw here on 1st down. He locates Daniel Bellinger. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man. And you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. Here's 2nd and 2. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. So we're halfway through this. We'll catch up. The Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And they're point-it to start this drive. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a first down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
He finds Johnson. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Still sticking with the passing game. Pass it down close. And that's a New York touchdown. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning. They kick the running back in motion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets this to Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll run it with Devin Singletary. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 39, connects with Johnson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Singletary is in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a third-quarter lead. Devin Singletary with the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense. Say,
the offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared. First and 10, they're going to throw. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives. This offense and running back sent in motion. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To throw it on 1st down. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. So now a timeout for a player who was shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. He'll throw it yet again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Thought he had a touchdown there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Man in motion here. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Setting up to pass. Into traffic, complete. And he'll get it up to the 27.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Giants using their 1st time out. Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Throwing now. That's completed right side. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And they end the season on a great note, Brock, with a W in the final chapter of this year's campaign.